Hey guys, welcome to day 57 of my carnivore journey. And this is really a quest of just getting healthier, losing weight, a little bit of everything. Um, because I think that weight loss and health really obviously go hand in hand. If you're not overweight and you're like, should I do carnivore? Why not? I mean, the thing that I've noticed, there's a lot of people that are like, you know, in shape, so to speak. Or I would say I've met a lot of adults that I would say when you look at them, they don't look overweight. They might have a slight bit of love handles or a little bit of a beer belly or something. You know what I mean? Like not much, like what I would consider like normal weight. But there's a lot of these people that are getting diabetes, or when you talk to them, they're like, yeah, I got this, I got gout or something. I don't know. Like they talk about these different things that they have. And it's like, so, you don't have to be overweight to take advantage of carnivore to try to fix some medical issues. I just wanted to throw that out there. That's something that I've been thinking about because I've seen some people that they sort of treat it like, oh, well, carnivore is just for an extreme for people that are morbidly obese or something, but it's really a lot more than that. And it's not just a diet. It can be a lifestyle. It can be a healthy game changer for you, whatever it is. But in any case, I don't want to get too much in the weeds on this one, but just wanted to put that out there, guys. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing good. Today is, I've made it through, or at least so far, as of like almost 9 o'clock, made it through most of the day one of the clean week of Bbbe. Okay, as you all know, we started January 22nd through the 28th is clean week for the Bbbe. So today, what did I have? Well, you know what? Last night, to kick off my day, I thought, like, what do I want to do, like, on Sunday, the day before clean week? Do I want to do something fun, like a carnivore pizza? Do I want to do something like... And I thought, it's like, why put myself in that mentality? That's the same mentality I had back when I was eating garbage. Is like, oh, I'm gonna start my diet on Monday, so let me just load up on Sunday of like ice cream and all kinds of stuff, whatever. Like, let's have a big blowout, sinful meal with sinful desserts, and we'll go crazy on Sunday, and we'll just start dieting the Monday. Well, that same mentality was like, hey, what dirty carnivore meal can I have? Like something real dirty with, heavy cream and cheese and, spices and hot sauce and all kinds of stuff. But instead I was like, you know what? I had a steak. And so today, look, I brought a picture today. Okay. I actually brought a picture, but I will tell you this. The picture I brought today, you can see, I'm going to show it to you right now. As you can see, I've already started eating the steak, and I was like, oh, I better get a picture. I haven't given you guys a picture in a while. And you can see I've got some butter on top of my steak. I made my steak with butter. Like, I salted it. Now, for my family had the same thing as they did last night. They had the steak, but they also had a baked potato, and then they had they like a loaded baked potato. Like I put like a little bit of shredded cheese, some sour cream, butter, cheese, sour cream, and some freshly chopped chives. So I did that for them, and then because that's what they wanted, and then cauliflower broccoli mixture on the side for them. And so that's what they had. So you can even see in that picture, you can see just a little bit of like my son's plate. He was sitting to the right of me. You can see his plate with his baked potato there. So, but in any case, but they love the steaks. But yeah, the steak for mine, like, so for theirs, like when I did the steak, I did all of ours with just salt, and then I like the marinade. Like I do the normal, like I salt both sides, and I let them, I let them just sit there at room temp for a while. And for theirs, when I did the pan, I put garlic on theirs, and then of course I rinse out the pan in between each steak because I cook them individually. I know there's other ways of cooking it. I mean, but this is just the way I was timing everything between doing a microwave baked potato and the steak, and anyways. So, but anyways, the point I'm telling you is that I didn't do any seasonings on my steak other than just the salt and of course butter. But I cooked my steak with butter. Along the cooking process, I used butter. Same thing with my family's. But then when I got done and after it rested, as you can see, I got some more pats of butter and put on top of it, and almost like its own little steak sauce. So really good. I'm hoping that that's going to keep me satiated like the last night's steak. Last night's steak was a little heavy in butter, similar to that. And I woke up this morning and I had a little bit of hunger, and I debated maybe I should have like just a couple eggs and bacon or something. I was like, well, maybe I should have like a breakfast. So I'm a little hungry, but really it went away fairly quick. And then I was pretty solid the rest of the day. Kind of like a lot like I used to report to you guys before. And when I was eating a little cleaner, I would wake up and I'd still be a little hungry, but it would always pass. And then I would be solid for the rest of the day. And I didn't even think about wanting to really stop and like get a Slim Jim or have any pepperoni. I didn't really want to have any of those things today. Of course I can't because I'm eating clean, but that's not the point. I didn't want to. And I was looking forward to having my steak with salt. Now, again, I'm adopting that mentality of only eat what you need to eat. Like, don't try to have that preconceived notion of, hey, dinner. Because think about it, like, a lot of us growing up, we always had that well-rounded, what they considered well-rounded dinner, right? Which is like your protein or your meat, and you had like your potatoes or your pasta, and then you had your vegetables. That was like a standard plate you'd see at a lot of households. Ham, mac and cheese, green beans. Chicken, potatoes, and broccoli or whatever. So you just had that sort of trio of things that you always had on your plate. So that mentality for when you have your whole life programmed like that, the mentality going into carnivore is, hey, it's dinner time. I need to have, meat, eggs, bacon, or whatever. You need to have sort of that full, well-rounded meal or portion of that big meal. But in all honesty, the sweet spot is going to be when you just eat enough to be full. When you eat enough meat to be full. And that's what I did last night. It worked. I had plenty of butter that fats, to add because I had top sirloin, and I had a pretty good marbled steak. Today I picked out another good marbled steak. And I want to tell you, like for three of us, I hand picked out top sirloin steaks from my butcher. They were the ones in the glass. They weren't the prime cuts. But here's the thing. If you guys, I did put that link in last night's video. If you guys watched that meat video, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my yesterday's video. In my comments, there's a link to like the meat guy, and he really breaks down. He talks about how to cook a perfect steak, but really he goes in this whole breakdown about different types of meat and all this stuff. It's really good. It's really good to watch, especially if you're a carnivore. I don't think he's a carnivore. I don't think he does anything like that. But as a carnivore, you really need to watch it, even keto, whatever. But it's a good video, so I have that in there. Anyways, he teaches you things. Well, I use those things again. So today, when I was at the store, I was like, hey, here's some regular top sirloin cuts. They look good. There's some decent marbling, and the prime cuts really didn't even look much different. And they were like $1 more a pound. So anyways, I got all three of our steaks. Again, don't know what part of the country you're in, but here I would say I got all of our steaks. I think it was like $22 and some change for 3 good steaks. Now in my video, or my picture that you saw, remember there's already a chunk missing, but they're good size. I would say 14 to 16 ounces, depending. I didn't really weigh them, but based on the prices and the 3 steaks, and one of them a little smaller. My wife hasn't been eating a full steak because she's been eating the potato and all that other stuff. So I got her a slightly smaller out of the 3, but I try to make sure they're good looking, they're good quality. So if you go to the butcher, you can find, and that's for 3 people, and those 3 steaks is like 22, whatever bucks, or $22 and some change. That's not bad for a family of 3. Now, of course, that would be only a lion diet. That's not including the butter, and I'm not trying to talk budget. Anyways, but anyways, that steak last night, it kept me satiated throughout the day, and today I added a little more butter, and I'm really hoping that it'll also keep me satiated. I'm also going to hard boil some eggs in the Instant Pot. Actually, my wife said that she would do that for us. She's going to hard boil us some eggs tomorrow, and then that way I'm going to probably try to start taking maybe 2 eggs with me to work, like in a little Ziploc bag or something, and some salt or something, and I may have some eggs and salt in the daytime. If I do start getting hungry, I want to have that availability. I want to have a clean snack. Or I may take some bacon. They always talk about bacon purses, right? Or women having their bacon in their purse and stuff, like some of the carnivore women. I may start taking some bacon or some eggs with me, but I kind of was fancying some eggs. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, no, hard boiled is a little dense and a little heavy, but I think that would hit the spot potentially. So that's my plan. So far, and no coffee. My coffee cup has been replaced with my normal water bottle, which I normally have anyways, but now my water bottle's been right next to me instead of my coffee today. So first day without coffee. Now I have gone other days without coffee. I think it's going to be more than just when I go through one day. I think it's going to be when I start getting that 2 or 3 days, things like that. The good news is my wife doesn't drink coffee on a regular basis. So I don't have to stress too much about smelling it brew. I don't have to worry too much about it. As long as it's not being brewed in my house, it's not a huge deal. I think I can make it. I want to see how I feel. I got a pretty good night's rest last night. Feel pretty good. The steak, again, eating just that steak last night, almost like a lion diet. And then again today, having steak. I wanted to kick off clean week really well. Again, salt, steak, and that's it. And like I said, water. I don't think there's anything else that I'm gonna have tonight. I really don't, because I just ate. I've got to do my other job, so we will find out if the coffee thing is gonna work. Because my other job, I'll know, but we'll see. We'll find out. Anyways, guys, I don't want this video to be too long, over like 15 minutes. So, anyways, guys, can you believe? I can't believe it's day 57. Coming up on the 2-month mark. If you want a good summary of a 2-month period, check out my friend Rick Van Man's channel. He is posting up his, I plan on watching it. I haven't seen if he posted it yet. He talked about it in his day 57 video, or day 59 video. He's a couple days ahead, but he just talked about in this morning's video. So he's putting up his 2-month sort of summary. And so you might want to check it out, because he has some really good information to pass on to you guys. I don't know if I'll do a summary video. I was kind of waiting, because he did such a good job on his 30-day, and he'll probably do a good job on the 6-day. I think I might just wait and do like a summary at the end. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, guys, we will see you tomorrow for day 58. We're almost 2 months in. Almost 2 months in. I'm excited to find out some results. I mean, I'm feeling good. All right, we'll see you.